Okay, so I'm doing audio videos now, guys. If you haven't noticed, we're doing an audio video now, and I like them. I really like them. I like them a lot. I like showing the video because I was gonna say I like it better, but I really like showing the video to y'all. But for copyright reasons, guys, we're building a YouTube. I don't want to get flagged, so I can't show the videos. But usually, what I'm doing in my audios is that you can find the link below. So just go watch the video, and then we'll all just come back to the channel and we'll just kind of talk and discuss about what's going on. And I don't know a lot of these stories. A lot of these people. If I can be honest with you, can we talk? Can we talk for just a second? I don't give a fuck about most of these motherfuckers. Okay, I really don't. I want to report on this mostly because I like working with young black independent artists, and I feel as though the culture for black celebrities has swung into this thing of salacious gossip and things like that. Like the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, the blogs are very popular right now. Everybody's very interested in celebrity gossip, and we always have been, but it's so accessible. I mean, it's so quick how we get all this information and all these leaks. It's just everything. We're just so interested in it. And so I want to talk about a lot of this stuff, but I be wanting to talk about it from the perspective of a black person, right? From as a black man in America, black people in America. You know how I feel. Y'all know how I am about black people, and this is our black celebrities and stuff, right? Because I don't do too much of the Jennifer Love Hewitts and I like those people, but I'm not. You won't find too many of my videos talking about them unless they somehow meet the corner of black arts and entertainment, because that's what I'm focused on. And the artists that I work with, we're going to be in this field very soon, and the same people are going to be talking about us, blogging about us, putting all our business out there and shit like that. And so I'm trying to find grace. Now, I love Wendy Williams. I love Wendy Williams. God bless Wendy Williams. Just prayers out to Wendy Williams, because she going through. But I really, really fucking enjoyed her, man. I am a public speaker. I'm an actor, so I do this. I'm made for radio. I got the looks for movies, but I love to just talk and ramble, right? Especially by myself. I could just go on, just me and the mic, so put me in the station. But so Wendy, I really fell in love with her as a host. One, because I'm from Jersey and she was played in Philly, and so we heard her growing up. I didn't listen to radio like that, but driving a lot. I went to school in Philly, so driving a lot, we're listening to the radio, and I remember Wendy. I remember her voice. I remember my mom's talking about her, and Wendy being nasty and mean, but I wasn't listening to her like that. But you would hear about Wendy Williams. So when she got her show, I was very, very invested. Like, I watched Wendy's show for a long time. Like, I don't think I watched, the first seasons when it first came out. I think I might have seen it, but I don't think I was a fan like that. But for years, I was a fan of Wendy Williams. And until the day she... Right? No, let me stop. Until the day she passed out. No. Until the day she left that damn show and left them all high and dry, because I know she did. But until then, I was watching, and I'm still following Wendy. I found it amazing to host a show by yourself, and I know Sherry Shepherd's doing it now, and she's doing an amazing job, guys. I'm gonna probably do a whole video about Sherry and Wendy, because okay, that's the Wendy Williams show. But it has a new host, Sherry Shepherd, and it's okay. But I just want everybody to know what's going on. And I noticed it because I hadn't seen a show like hers. You got Ryan and Kelly, or whatever they was doing, and Kelly and Ryan, and you got The View. I really love The View. But you got four women on that panel. Steve Harvey does his show. I never really watched Ellen. I watched a lot of Oprah interviews. I didn't watch her while she was on, but she's a hell of an interviewer. Like, I'm looking for these people who do the job well. Wendy does her job well. she's an entertainment, she probably wouldn't I don't know. She's an entertainment journalist. As a broadcaster, you have to do some journalistic work, and that's what she's done, and she's done a hell of a job doing it in the entertainment field. Wendy's good. Her interviews, her questions, sometimes they be off the wall, but they are good. They are very, very good, and she knows how to bring it in and bring it out. She knows how to turn it on and turn it off. She knows how to host a show of 45 minutes all by herself and keep you engaged, and I think she was doing 2 or 3 hours on the radio. It's just not an easy feat, especially, like, Sherry's a stand-up comic, so that's a whole nother talent in itself that holds a lot of good value for what she's doing, and I wish that I did stand up. I think comedians are different from stand up comedians, like a comedic actor. Somebody can be really funny in a movie, but you do stand up, that's a whole different feel, baby. That's a whole different beast, and Sherry does them both well. So for her so she's a fish in water when it comes to hosting that show. She, of course, she's doing a hell of a job. I was impressed by Wendy Williams, who I don't consider an actor, okay? I do not consider an actor, and I don't consider a comedian, a stand-up comedian. I laugh at Wendy. I don't know if I'm laughing with her. I don't know if all her jokes hit, but I'm laughing at this woman because she is crazy, and she says a lot of crazy things out her mouth. So that's funny, but she's not a comedian. She's not an actor. She's just a great broadcaster. She's just great at her job. Wendy Williams made me say, okay, you can do this. Because I talk all the time anyways. I'm talking with my friends about all this stuff all the time, friends and family. People come to me about this shit wanting to hear my opinion. Because, we have a good fucking time. We have a good time talking about it. I mean, because we have our theories. And Wendy be right there with us sometimes. So we be right there with us, So I was like, you know what? If I ever do a YouTube, it's going to be something like that. So here we are, and we're just going to continue to grow and get better and better, like Miss Wendy Williams, like Sherry Shepherd, because, that's still amazing to me to just host the show I know Ellen and them was doing the show, but they got, like, sidekicks and stuff, and even Sherry got the sidekick on there. I know Wendy had Norman and them, but Norman and Suzanne were producers. Wendy did that. Nobody asked her to put them people on TV. She did that. She called her fans co-host because she wanted to have that back and forth talk and conversation with us, right? So Wendy's a different breed, and she did a hell of a job, and I think she changed the talk show game. I don't know, because I'm not in the industry, but I bet you she did. From what I see, she did. And I appreciate the hell out of it. So I said I'm going to do it myself, but I ain't nobody mean and nasty like Wendy. Like, we can all be mean and nasty, but not like Miss Wendy Williams. And I don't want to be. A lot of stuff Wendy said I didn't agree with. I wouldn't have done. And I think it was funny for her. I thought it was completely on brand, yes. But that's why I wasn't really mad with Wendy, because I'm like, if you know Wendy Williams, this is who this bitch is. That's what she does. So, y'all are mad about what she's been doing for years, People already decided that they're not going to watch her or be on her show because of who she is. That's just who Wendy is. You either like her or you don't. And I love her, so I loved it. So here I am. But I'm going to try to bring that more black perspective, because those are some things I wish Wendy had brought to the show. I mean, come on now. You are black, and she was black, but I'm blackity, black. And a lot of people be afraid to be that black because we're supposed to be all in peace and harmony in a world of rainbows, and ain't nobody thinking like that besides black people. Every other race, they stick together, but black people, and then we try to get together, and then there'd be some bullshit, and then I can't never trust black people again, and we got some works to do. So I like to focus on black people, and then I'm an artist myself, an actor, writer, director, producer. So I work with so many artists. I said, I want to talk about these artists in a better way, like kind of in a learning capacity of how can we learn from these situations. I mean, because they be some dirty situations, all the accusations with Chris Brown or Trey Songz, and people cheating on their wives and husbands and loose endorsement deals. I mean, it just be a lot going on in these celebrities' worlds, and lo and behold, we're going to be in the same position very soon. And so it's better to just learn from these people's mistakes because they're making the mistakes every day. I mean, the Shade Room got mad content. So it's like the mistakes are being made. People are throwing it out there, but they're not putting any suggestions of how do you help? How do you handle this scandal? How do you do better? So that's kind of what we want to do at I Am Sadiq King on YouTube. We want to talk about how do you handle these scandals. We want to talk about black people and our perspective on our on these situations, like how, as a black person in this situation, how can we do something bigger or better? How, as an artist, an up-and-coming artist in this situation, how can we do something bigger or better? So that's kind of where we're at with the page, and I'm very, very happy to be here. This has been the highlight of the week, and I kind of think I want to give you all like a highlight from my weeks, because as I'm building the page and I'm talking about all these celebrities, I'm like, I should say something about myself, and I'm not trying to talk about anybody. I really want y'all to know that, and I may slip up at the mouth and say some shit, because one thing about me is I do like some messy shit. Okay, that's why I was watching Winter. I mean, I like some messy shit, but I know how to clean up. I know how to clean up very well. I like to clean up. I like to be in a clean space. I'm just not that messy. I'm really, really not, but I likes it. I likes it a lot. I likes it a lot. And then I think I'm funny, and then I'm an actor, so we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun on the page, guys. But I really want to conversate. Like I don't have no education. That's not a word, guys. But I really want to converse with you all. I really do. I really want to have these conversations with y'all. That is my biggest thing. Y'all, a lot of times I be saying shit and then people just do not do not agree with me. Okay? They be disagreeing like a motherfucker. And I be thinking, like it's logical, it makes sense. So I don't see the discrepancy. So don't let me get up here just talking my bullshit. Like, leave your comments down below. Let a nigga know. So we're going to keep up with all the black celebrity hot topics, guys, and figure out how to handle these scandals. And I am Sadiq King. I'm going to bring you updates in my life about who I am and what I do. I am skeptical about saying some things. So some things I may leave out purposefully. Like, I don't even know if I want to tell y'all exactly like where I live, where I'm at, where I work, what I do, things like that. Maybe a little vague, because this is the World Wide Web, y'all, and I'm not trying to just endanger myself. I know a lot of YouTubers who are on here who go by fake names and fake aliases. You've never even seen their faces, and they got mad followers, right? And that's a talent, and that's cool in its own. But I feel for my audience and for what I'm doing, talking about these celebrities like I'm doing so openly, that I have to be open with my audience about who I am and what I do. So I'm trying to be as open as possible. The bullshit that you want to find out about me, you're going to have to find out from other people, because I wouldn't subject myself to stuff like that. The stuff that the internet tells me about these celebrities, I'm just giving my opinion on it because it's out there. But they're not telling me. They're not telling none of us. It just gets leaked, and then we talk about it, and they have to confirm or, deny. I wouldn't put myself out there. Okay? Not like that. I'm telling you things, of course, that I want you to know. And then I'm telling you things about celebrities that they don't want you to know. And I'm making this very clear because a lot of these celebrities I'm going to meet. I'm into the law of manifestation. So it's like, I might sound a little crazy, but I know I'm going to be meeting them very soon. And I already know a lot of them seem very cool to me. I mean, I fuck with some of my favorite celebrities, musicians and stuff, be a lot because of what they do on the outside, what I see on the outside, which is why the social media and all this shit is so important for us up and coming artists, guys. Because it does help us connect and help them connect to us as an audience. And I like them. And I'm like, yeah, I can hang out with this motherfucker. I could be with her. I could see her. I could see me chilling with her. I could see this. Like, I know we will be cool. But if some bullshit come up and I got to talk about it, on the page and the shit go viral, everybody's, making their opinions, and because of some shit that we done brought up, I mean, that's what we do. That's what this page is about. That's what we do. And just remember, y'all, we bringing it up to talk to our artists about how they would handle that scandal. And I'm praying, I'm going to just say this, I'm wishing the best for everybody. And I'm praying the best for everybody in all these scandals that come up, because ain't nobody clear of them. But nigga, look, we get regular people who don't got cameras and shit. We have scandals. We have motherfucking scandals that we got to get through. The difference is I don't have tens of millions of people with their opinions all coming at me. You know, I got like 10 people. You know, if they find out, we try to make sure that the 10th person don't find out. You feel me? Like, how the fuck 9 people find out I got all this pressure on me? That's too much. You know? So, all the pressure that these celebrities get, I truly, truly understand. But you're not alone. We all go through scandals, and it's not only going to be when you're a celebrity, and it's not because you're a celebrity that you have all these scandals. It's just life. And so for us who are in that route, becoming a celebrity, becoming an influential person, becoming somebody of notoriety that people are going to want to follow, we got to learn how to handle some of these scandals that we put ourselves in, or that the media puts us in, you know, that other people put us in. Because those things can happen in regular life or in that spotlight life. So I just want us to be prepared, because the spotlight is much different from the regular life. Like I said, those 10 people, you know, I may not even see those 10 people again, you know, if I play my cards right. You hear what I'm saying? But 10 million, you know, you may do something 10 years later, and one of the millions was like, I commented on your post 10 years ago, and I knew I would be here. And you're like, you don't even remember that. But your life has been watched for the past 10 years by this one person who you've never met until just now. You know, so it is a different ball game when you're handling scandals on those levels. So I have sympathy for every celebrity that we're going to be talking about, and everything that we put out here on the page. Really, really, really know that. But we will talk about the mess, okay? We will be talking about the mess. We're just talking about what everybody's talking about, and we're going to give our opinions. But I love black people so much, guys, that I don't think we're going to do any damage to people. Some people may be upset, you know, especially when we get real, real big. But this is not that type of podcast. This is not that type of audio voices. This is not that type of broadcast, blog, whatever you want to call it. It's not that YouTube channel. All this is to give you updates on our favorite celebrities, and to figure out, as an up-and-coming celebrity, how will we handle this scandal, right? As a black person, how will we handle this? Guys, I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much for listening. You know, I appreciate you for rocking with me. Y'all subscribe to that Jones, subscribe to that page, and let's do this shit. I mean, let's do this. We're building a fucking YouTube channel, and I'm gonna tell you in the next video probably what the YouTube channels. I'll tell you it'll come to you to us, because I'm going to talk about it. What the YouTube is really all about. What this whole journey is really all about. We'll be talking about that. Again, I'll just try to bring you some of the highlights from my life every week. And the highlight of this week was definitely getting all my videos out and finding this new format that is just totally original. And I hope it inspires some of y'all out there who've been thinking about doing a YouTube to really just do it. Just do it. And this has circled back to the first idea I had. But I was trying to avoid this by being fancy, and, you know, I want you to see the Tyler Perry quote. You know, I want you to hear it. You know, we'll get there. We will get there. By the grace of God, by the help of you all, we will win. So I appreciate y'all for being here, man. I love y'all for staying and rocking with me. Subscribe to this motherfucker. Let's go.